It's been a week of incredible views and beautiful culture live from Spain in the southern region of Andalucia. It's Championship Sunday right here at the iconic Real Club Valderrama for the second consecutive year. Thousands of fans have showed up to see LIV Golf Spaniard superstars like Sergio Garcia and Jon Rahm. But it's been the Crushers, Anirban Lahiri, that leads the way with this Team Crushers GC. Will they have a podium finish? Well, only time will tell, but we're here to talk about it. Welcome to Club 54 pre-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, and joining us is seven-time worldwide winner Gonzalo Fernandez-Castaño, who's done a wonderful job all week, and of course your favorite LIV Golf analyst, Jerry Fultz, in the house. And I must say, gentlemen, our colors are really complimenting each other. We look good today, boys.
He calls us, it's the fit. You're fit.
Your fit is fire, as
Your
we
fit
say.
is fire.
We are looking good. I didn't want to say it, but we are looking good.
How are we feeling on Championship Sunday, guys?
Well, it's going to be an exciting one. I mean, I'm Spanish, you know, there's a lot of stake today for us. We've got Alcaraz, we've got LIV Golf with Chakara there, and maybe Sergio and Jon, who knows? And then, of course, Euro Cup final. So, I mean, we can't blink.
No, you can't. It could be a big day here in Spain, but it's also a big day for LIV Golf. We had a great day yesterday. We finally got to see some birdies on the golf course, but not a bunch. The course played 2 shots easier, but nobody really distanced themselves to the very end when Lahiri caught fire late with a chip in and a couple of birdies.
Well, Anirban Lahiri has put himself in perfect position to see that podium today, but this is nothing new to him. Let's take a look at that individual leaderboard and let's talk more about him now. He actually had 2 heartbreaks now, one in Boston in 2022 against Waco Neiman in that playoff, and Dustin Johnson edged him out. Then in 2023, Jerry, what happened in those 2 instances?
You know, he had a putt to win or to tie on the very last hole. His captain, Bryson DeChambeau, had come from way behind and had actually finished a little before and got to the green in time to try and, believe it or not, root his teammate on. Bryson would have loved to have been in a playoff with him. Unfortunately, Anirban missed the putt to tie, and he ended up tying for second. But he's had 2 really close misses, and this is the putt right here. And he actually hit an excellent putt, and Bryson was in disbelief. That wasn't manufactured. That was real. That was Dustin Johnson beating him in Boston with a putt that was going 15 feet past at least.
And he didn't do anything wrong either days. I mean, 69 in Chicago.
Yeah.
Bryson came back with a 63s, 5 behind at the time. He's 6 behind today. Something similar could happen.
What he didn't do those days is what he would have to do today to not win. He didn't lose those events. Somebody else came and won them. Today, he's pretty much in control of it, isn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, the way he's been playing, he's been steady off the tee. I think he's second in fairways hit. He's 4th in greens in regulation, and he had 23 putts yesterday. So, I mean, with those numbers, it's very hard to go wrong. Number 1 in bogey avoidance and number 1 in birdies. So, if he keeps doing what he's doing, it's going to be very hard to catch him.
Yeah.
A very impressive day in round 2 from Anirban Lahiri. Let's take a look at some of his highlights. Jerry, break it down for us. It's Championship Sunday. This is Anirban Lahiri from round 2.
This at number 7 for birdie. He started his day on number 2, so cruising along at this point. Makes a nice putt. You're supposed to make some of those during the course of a round. Then at 9, this second shot.
I mean, that pin on the right is never easy. As Mari Keimer said yesterday, that front of the green is very crispy, slightly downhill, and what a shot he hit.
Yeah, he would go on to make that for birdie, but this is when the heroic started. He completely duffed a chip short of the green, 45, 50 feet away. You don't make that putt, and that's one. He went on to make a 35-footer for par on the very next hole after a duff chip, and then, I mean, this is such a great shot right here, 15.
This was, for me, the shot of the day. I mean, that short pin is probably the most difficult at 15. It's really narrow, that front part, and hit a lovely 5-iron there to about 5 feet.
Then 18, he hit it in the left forest, chopped it out into the right rough, just trying to figure out a way to save par, and what happens?
And all of a sudden, he closed the door to a lot of guys. I mean, if he had bogeyed that hole, anything could happen today. And
after that, he was staring a bogey right in the face from the back bunker at 1, chopped it out to about 20 feet, and made that to boot. It was one of those days. He did what he needed to do, but he had 4 shots that could have not gone his way, and he wouldn't have been upset about them. So he's probably feels like he's got a 4-shot bonus from that round.
Well, who can chase him today? Who's chasing him down? Perhaps a guy like Tyrrell Hatton, who is excellent around the greens this entire week. Could we potentially see a back-to-back podium for Tyrrell?
I mean, I love to see Hatton closing the deal. I mean, he won last time here at LIV. I mean, he's definitely one of those guys that could go very low when he's hot.
Statistically, Terrell's game suits this course very well, except for one statistic. That is driving accuracy, overall driving. But for Terrell, that's the season-long stats. But as we saw in Nashville, he's driving the ball extremely well. That continued again here this week. And if he continues to drive it well again today, I think he's got the best chance. But I am not counting out DeChambeau.
What about Eugenio Chacarra? You said yesterday one of his biggest challenges will actually be mental for him. Is this something that he can get through and perhaps see it all the way?
It's tough. He's a young kid. He's a young kid who's still maturing as a player, maturing as a person. You know, he had a few weird rulings out there yesterday. Didn't seem to handle those emotionally that well, but he kept fighting. And, you know, he showed signs of rays of light. He kept fighting. What do you think?
Well, he started with a double from the middle of the fairway. What a stupid mistake. I mean, but after that, he made a good comeback. Then bogey 15 and 17, as you said, after a strange, well, just after a ruling, and for me, a very strange decision trying to go for the green in two from that.
What about Danny Lee? He told Dom yesterday he wants this. His goal is to end in the lock zone, which I'm curious, do you think, is that realistic? Is that a realistic goal? Is this something that he can push through and get done today as well?
He's down in 45th place right now, tied for 45th on the points list. The win doesn't even lock him up in the lock zone this week. Yes, he can. Danny Lee is kind of like a Forrest Gump box of chocolates. You really never know what you're going to get. He's a streaky player. He won 2 years ago in Tucson and didn't have another top 10 the entire year.
But as you said, I mean, he's done it before. He won as an amateur on the European Tour. He's won on the PGA Tour, and he's won on LIV. So he's got the tools. And
he's won the U.S. Amateur as well. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the teams now. There's a team called the Crushers that are just dominating right now. Let's take a look at that team leaderboard. Jerry, do your thing, baby. Break this down.
11 under yesterday. 11 under yesterday. That's 5 shots better than the next best team score of 2 days. The Crushers' highest score through 2 days of all 4 guys, if they counted them, is 75. All the other contenders have at least one score on their team of 78 to 81. That's going to count, and that's going to serve them well coming into a day like today where all 4 count.
Absolutely. 4 rounds today. Anything can happen in Valderrama. Today, with everything that's going on in Spain, I have to go with my fireball. David Puig played great yesterday, 3 under after an 81 on the first round. Eugenio's doing well. Sergio knows this place upside down. Abraham, he doesn't like his outfit too much. He just mentioned it to me. I mean, he's going to go for it.
They're very bright.
You're wearing a cleek, sure, but you're going with fireballs. I'm with you. I think Sergio's not going to play bad 2 days in a row. Puig is going to forget about that 81 if he hasn't already. I like your chances.
Well, we talked about the Crushers a little bit. Let's take a look back at what they did in round 2. Here are the Crushers GC. Jerry.
Paul Casey, as pure ball strikers you can find anywhere, just so reliable. This is second to number 1.
The sound when he hits this iron is just unbelievable.
He's also, you know, this is an underrated part of his game. He's a consistent putter. He might miss some putts, but he doesn't miss his speed or his line too often. That was for birdie at number 3. Then this second shot at 14.
From that angle, I mean, ball well above your feet. The green is very elevated. You can't see the pin.
How far is that going if we done the hole?
For like 4 yards, no more.
Okay, 12
That
feet.
was a very good shot.
Yeah, that was a bonus right there. Didn't even tear the hole apart in the process at all.
If you're going to do it, you have to do it right.
Yeah, he does it right. He entertains. He's been entertaining for a long time. He told the story yesterday of playing in the Open and practicing alongside him. And then this, his final birdie at number 3. Bryson DeChambeau is leading the field in putting. Bryson DeChambeau is second in distance. That's no surprise. He's driving it well, but he's leading the field in putting. When Bryson gets hot with the putter, he can do it. He shot 63 last year. He shot 61-58 with that hot putter at Greenbrier.
I still can't believe the shot he hit last year on 17. That's probably what Eugenio was trying to replicate yesterday. It didn't go as well, but yeah, as you said, he went very low last year. He went low in Chicago when he caught Anirban, so this could be it again.
Yeah.
Now, would you say there's more motivation for Bryson, or maybe a little less motivation for Bryson to win, considering Anirban's at the top and their teammates?
You know, there is an interesting dynamic to LIV Golf in the team aspect in that way, but the best way to help your team is to put in the best possible individual performance, and that's first and foremost on all their minds when they tee it up.
Absolutely. You can only focus about what you are doing out there on the course. You can't be looking at leaderboards. You just have to try and do the best every time because, I mean, today with 4 scores counting, anything can happen.
Yeah, this is the one course I wouldn't encourage guys to look at leaderboards. I think you should always know where you stand. Here, it's not going to affect you. It can only affect you negatively to try and take chances that aren't going to pay off.
Well, the Crushers are leading as we head into the final round, but can the Fireballs or Stingers chase them down today? Let's see how it played out yesterday in round 2.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we look at the team leaderboard now.
Yeah. Crushes, that's all I can say. But Bond played brilliantly today.
It'll be a big weekend for Anirban Lahiri.
I'm feeling obviously very pumped. You know, I kind of made everything coming in, as you saw.
The Crushers are the LIV Golf League team leaders, and they're chasing a 3rd victory of the season.
I think we're 2nd, if I'm not mistaken.
As expected, a lot of love from the Spanish crowd here for Sergio.
It's a little bit too far back for my liking.
The Crushers lead by 4.
Oh, that's great to hear. I didn't know that, but fantastic to hear that.
Around this place, that's one hole, I think, around this place, to be honest. It's crazy. This place is crazy.
We persevered today, for sure.
Oh, he played it beautifully. What a finish.
Anirban Lahiri is having a magnificent Saturday at Valderrama.
You know, our team's fighting for every shot, and 4 scores count tomorrow, and that's usually where we do pretty well.
All to play for on Championship Sunday.
You got a battle ahead of you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see.
Can't wait to see those teams face off today in Championship Sunday. It's going to be incredible. Now, David Feherty always has the game of golf's best interest in mind when he offers a perspective. This week, he's here to help everyone who tees it up.
Do you stroll to the first tee excited to play, but by the end of the round you're storming off the 18th green while chucking your putter? Then you might very well suffer from moderate to severe Fehertitis. Symptoms include inability to make 3-foot putts, shanking or sculling irons, and driving all over the map. Fortunately, there's a cure, and it's called Preparation F. For the pros who get afflicted, it's usually short-term, and Preparation F is strictly psychological. They clear their mind and forget how they're playing and move on. But that is an unrealistic approach for the masses, so for the everyday scrubber, there is a WTF-approved solution. A diet of mostly alcohol and cigarettes for at least 4 months is an alternative approach proven to increase your blood pressure but lower how much you care about how crappy you play golf.
Side effects of Preparation F are higher divorce rates, hangovers, black lung, but more fun on the golf course, coughing and burping, sneezing and wheezing, hives and pimples, festering dimples, lupus, measles and rickets. Involuntary yodeling may also occur in elderly patients, and some will also display a sudden inability to deal rationally with cats. Do not use Preparation F if you're allergic to it, as this would be really f***ing stupid. Do not operate golf cart machinery while using Preparation F. Do not try this if you're soft and allergic to abusing your body. If you find yourself twitching, flitching, or in some cases flat out fainting, stop using Preparation F immediately and consult your club professional, or an actual doctor might also be a good idea.
Preparation F, a solution for sucking at golf.
You know what, David? I don't know where you get this stuff from, but it's incredible. Where can we purchase the gallon jugs of Preparation F? What a tweet and what a... You gotta love WTF from David Feherty.
His
Jerry,
mind is not right. Are you a fan of those? Right. Yes, I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of Feherty. I have been for a long time as a friend and a coworker. But he thinks that funny. He just does.
It's brilliant. All right, let's do a deep dive into the challenges of Valderrama and the conditions today. I know the conditions are a little different than yesterday. Gonzalo, talk us through it.
Well, as we speak, you can see the flag are just turning, the wind is changing. We're going to have the same direction as Friday, right, which is going to be not as challenging because the gust is not going to be as bad as Friday, but still, it's going to be a different day than yesterday. I think we're going to see a lot of birdies still, but I mean, different overall.
But you were saying in our meeting, this isn't the course where you can force things, is it?
Absolutely not. I mean, you have to keep playing your strategy. You have to play to the fat areas of the fairway. As Martin said yesterday, it's fairways and green, and if you're going to miss a green, just make sure you do it on the right side. Greens are very small, and if you miss on the wrong side, it's very difficult for you to recover. So Anirban, I mean, he's doing the right things, but anything can happen around here, especially if you have a bad start.
Crushers, fireballs, 1 and 2 in hitting fairways as teams.
Wow. Yeah. Now, another guy, Dean Burminster, struggled a little bit yesterday, but he did agree to get mic'd up all day yesterday. Here's a listen to one of LIV Golf's most entertaining players.
Hey Bob, how's it looking? Is it working? Yes. Yes, so Joe, this is right up your street, this. Whoop whoop. God, all you have to do now is tell him to do 10 sit-ups, and then you've got everyone injured between the two of you. Because he's helping him, you help him, everyone's injured. Yeah, I played tough yesterday. That wind direction, I feel like it's the craziest place to play golf. Shot, Danny, going. Great shot, Danny. Oh, they're all going left, Jay. Way left. That's in the thing, eh? Why is that? Hey?
Now, Dean.
Nice.
Oh, you have to say that was right at it. And a hideous break. As good as it was in the last hole, that one is awful.
Oh, no.
Well, 27 holes are in the books, 27 to play.
Wow.
We're halfway home.
Oh, man, I mean... That's pretty f***ed up, huh? When you said be good, I was like, oh, no.
So I got to ask you, Gonzalo, when you're struggling in a round 2 or any round, you've played here a lot. What have you done? What has worked for you when you make adjustments?
Well, this is one of those courses where you can really get aggressive. You know what I mean? You have to stick to your strategy. I mean, if you plan to hit 5 wood of the tee on 10, just don't try and force it if you're playing over par. Don't try and hit driver, because then it's going to be chaos. I mean, same on 16. There's certain holes that you just have to remain loyal to what you and your caddy have decided before the round.
Patience. Key is patience.
I'm going to check in with you guys for what we should watch for. But first, of course, we got to go to Dom and Suen. Tossing over to you. Dom, Suen, what's up?
Dom, as we've seen on the last couple of days, having a premium ball striking round is obviously very helpful. But on a day like today where you're chasing someone like Bon, you really have to putt so well. And out of the chasing pack, so far, Bryson is leading in strokes gained per round on the greens. He is performing fantastic. And out of all of them, he's the one that can play really aggressive with the driving distance that he has.
No, absolutely. But you know what, Suen? Anirban Lahiri, he really does deserve a win. Right? He's built a 4-shot lead, but I can't think of a harder course to defend a sizable lead than Valderrama. But he's done all the right things. You know, he's made the fewest bogeys in the field. He's hitting fairways. He's second in fairways, and he's had a brilliant back 9. So if he does falter on the front 9, he can lean on the experiences he's had on the back 9. He's 6 under par without a bogey on Valderrama's back 9. Brilliant golf.
Gotta love Dom and Suen.
They're so smart. You know what? Dom has his wife, Lucia, a lovely lady with him this week, and I think she stole his sunglasses.
Jerry, you're a bad boy. Let's pull up the individual leaderboard now and take a look at this. A guy, Waco Neiman, is starting to get some movement here. Let's talk about him. We haven't talked about him today. Jerry.
Well, he's got the lead in the points table. He's got a sizable lead. The only person who could possibly catch him is Rahm with the win, and Waco getting 0 points. But Waco did what he needed to do yesterday to get back into a points-earning position. Probably too far out to have a chance to win, but you never really know with Waco.
Lovely 68 yesterday, and so was a good round for John. Again, bogey in the last. I mean, that bogey was costly because he was finishing on the 4 par 5. He had finished with a birdie. I think he would have stand a better chance today.
Yeah.
Do you think we can expect a better day from Sergio Garcia?
Yeah, he doesn't play bad 2 days in a row. Not at home, not on this golf course. 16 times he's played here as a professional. 15 times he's finished in the top 10.
And it's great to see him smiling. I mean, there's nothing better than to see Sergio happy and smiling. That's where he plays his best, and that's what you've seen all week long here.
And what about the attire the Fireballs have chosen to wear?
You have to be Spanish to pull off those colors, don't you?
Either that or a McDonald's employee, one of the two.
I got to get me one of those polos right there. I love it. Don't worry, Sergio. I'm a fan of it. And let's take a look at the beautiful scenics here of Andalusia. It doesn't get more beautiful than Andalusia, with stunning bodies of water, wonderful restaurants with food and drink, and gorgeous views. Be sure to visit if you have never. It's my first time, and I'm absolutely head over heels in love with it.
And the people of Andalusia, that's the best.
I couldn't agree more. We're falling in love with you here as we speak.
You know, Christian, a lot of people call this part of the world heaven, God's country. God might not live here, but he comes here on vacation.
Oh, for sure, Jerry. Now, no one was more excited to tee it up at Valderrama than Jon Rahm. The Spaniard took time on Thursday to hang out with Sue Ann.
Oh, that's looking good. Other than the injury that you had, every single event you've come in inside top 10.
Yeah.
What is it going to take, you think, to cross that finish line and get your very first LIV win?
Not a lot. I think besides really Mayakoba, I haven't been really that close on Sunday. I've needed a very low round on Sunday to give myself a chance to win. Vegas as well, maybe. Those first 2 weeks is probably what I should have done it. I was playing really good in Mayakoba, and that swing on 17 really caught me off guard because I wasn't really expecting it. After making that par putt on 16, I had full faith that I was maybe going to get it done on my first try.
Yeah.
But after that, I think either Friday or Thursday hasn't been the low round that I needed to give myself a chance on Sunday, right? So I think that's it. I just want to be a little bit closer to the lead going into the final round and not need a crazy low Sunday to give myself the win, right? Which is doable, but it's not easy to do.
It's going to be very exciting to see Jon Rahm today, and here's a throwback of young Jon Rahm waiting for an autograph from Henrik Stenson. How incredible is this photo here?
He probably could have grown a beard back then. I think he was about 12.
Gonzalo.
Well, it's so cool. I mean, we used to come here as juniors and follow our heroes. I've got pictures with Sevi, and this is it.
Gotta love it. And there's Jon Rahm as we speak, getting ready for Championship Sunday. As you know, we have someone called Rachel Drummond, who always does her thing on our pre-round show, and we wouldn't have a show without her. So, without further ado, tossing it to you, Rachel Drummond, what's going on over on the range?
We're back, final day. Oh my, I was on the range yesterday. We had been Valderrama'd this course. The players, it is so tough out there. The conditions are brutal. Now, Keimer, let's get a little look at him. Behind you here, Richie, getting ready. He's played fantastic. This is his home course. He's had an unbelievable short game this week with the data. Here he is, getting ready. I'm going to grab, talking of data, I'm going to grab a man behind me, Stephen Carmichael. Hello.
Hey.
Right now, you are a performance specialist. How important is data for these guys for their performance?
Yeah, it's incredibly important, obviously, on a course like this. Incredibly exacting, so they need to know on the day how far they're hitting it based on air density and temperature, and yeah, it's very important. More so here than anywhere else.
Love it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Right, we're going to keep going. Can't find the wee man. He's gone runabouts.
Not today.
Not today.
No, you did.
I knew they were going to do that. Right, Stingers, not having their best week, but they're looking for a charge. 4 scores to count today, so not a moment matters. Here we go. Crushers in the lead, Mr. Casey. How's he feeling?
I think he's feeling pretty good. I mean, it's a golf course that we all would love to play well around, but most of us find it sneaks in and grabs our weaknesses. It's an amazing golf course. We're in a good position, though. Yeah, excited.
Leading the team, as always.
We like
Let me see if I can grab DJ quick. He's just cleaned the club. Oh, no, we'll get Adam. Adam, how's your boy feeling? Good day today?
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good day. He's drove it well. Got to tighten up, the wedges a little bit, but swinging good and game's really close, and I think today we'll have a good day.
It's a new day. I love the positivity. Right, Fireballs. These are the men in second. Let's have a little look. Abe Answer has already won out here on tour, having a little swing. never had a coach. He's self-taught, which I think is just the most impressive thing ever. Let's have a little look at that move. He's got his own move. He absolutely owns it. Spanish hands. Sergio having another great week. Hugo.
Hello.
Your man's playing well again. Is he going for the double?
Hopefully, yeah. Yes, he seems to be driving it well, putting well, so there's two key things around here.
I looked at the stats. He is doing unbelievably in those. What do you think it is? Why is he so great?
He's always has been. Like, his long game is very, very solid. Doesn't shape the ball too much. He kind of knows the shots, so yeah.
Is it easy work?
Yeah, it can be. I don't do too much.
Have a great week. Let's also get Jon Rahm. Here he is. Let's get a zoom in.
On Hugo's shoes there. He's trying not to get lost today. So we need to check out Hugo's shoes. He's trying to not get lost out there today. It's a tough walk, so.
Rahm, is he going to make a charge today? Adam, caddy?
I hope so. I think it's going to be a good day. He likes the golf course, and it's in great condition, so wind's not blowing as much today, so I think the scores will be a little lower.
Can we have a quick look at your course guide?
My course guide?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot in it.
It's
just, yeah, I'm not a big note taker, but I do track each shot, hole locations, wind directions, hit the fairway, things like that. So got some good hole locations today. Look out for 17, and there's one other good one out there that I saw. The sixth hole will be fun to watch.
Love it, Adam. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Good luck to John. I mean, what intel? Oh, actually, there's one man I finally want to get. Ricky. Ricky, I hear there might be a little surprise in your golf bag today because Brooks is playing with a few Spanish. Can we see it? No?
No, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Well, everyone, look out for that today on the coverage. It's coming home.
Wonderful, wonderful job, Rachel. Gonzalo, you're on the range all the time. Can you talk about the energy when you're getting ready for a round on the range, how that goes?
Hey, the only downside of doing what we're doing is that we can't be on the range right now with them. I mean, a lot of familiar faces, just Stephen Carmichael. I used to play amateur golf with him, great Scottish player, and now still in the biz with Trackman. I mean, great to see him around.
Well, we're still having a little fun right here, right?
Of course we are, of course we are.
All right, I'm going to get your final thought predictions soon, but first we're going to toss it to David and Arlo in the booth. What's up, boys?
Christian, a huge day for Spanish sport, as you are well aware. We've got Carlos Alcaraz in the Wimbledon men's singles final later. England take on Spain in Berlin in the European Championship football final tonight. That's the talk of the town here. And, of course, the Fireballs in second place. Sergio's team could yet win the team title here. But it's also a big day, David, for Indian golf, potentially, with Anirban Lahiri in that 4-shot lead. How do you see it unfolding today for Anirban?
Well, 4 shots is a really nice cushion on most golf courses, but it's really nothing here at Valderrama. I can't think off the top of my head of a harder golf course, you know, to defend a lead on. But it's the other side of that coin as well, where, you know, you've got the guys have got to come and get them. And it's, you know, difficult to score low. So, you know, either way, I think it's going to be a very interesting day.
Well, it would be fantastic for Indian golf if Anirban Lahiri can seal victory. And if he does so, and Bryson DeChambeau plays well, the Crushers could win for a 3rd time this year. All will be revealed on Championship Sunday. As per usual, we'll take it from you, Christian, at the top of the hour.
Appreciate you, Arlo. We didn't get the black shirt memo, so next time just please fill us in on that before you do it. All right. I got to talk to you about your final thoughts, your predictions. It's always my favorite thing of every Club 54 pre-round show. Final thoughts as we get into Championship Sunday, Gonzalo.
Well, I mean, I would love to go for the Spanish hat trick and having Alcaraz and Chacara, and then, of course, the soccer team winning. But I think it's in Anirban's hand. It all depends on what he does, how he starts. This is not a course where you can kind of relax. You have to be on your toes all day long. And so, as I said, it's going to be up to him.
Well, only time will tell. Anirban getting a lot of love, as you can see on social media. People are tweeting away, and we encourage it. If you want to make your way on this show, all you got to do, tweet about something. And the fans are excited. People are saying, Bandarama. What you got to love. Hashtag Curry Power, as we know Anirban loves to say. Well, that's a wrap for Club 54 pre-round show. Do you have anything else to say before we close out?
That I mean, I understand the support for Anirban. Such a great guy, such a great player. I hope he gets it done. He's been close 2 times. Hope this is it.
Well, we'll see. We are just moments away from that shotgun start. We'll see you in the post-round show. Until then, thank you for watching. This was Club 54 pre-round show.
Peace.